In this video, we're going to talk about subtracting when you have decimals. It's very much like adding with decimals, except you subtract when you have the decimal. So let's give this a try. Let's say you have a question like this. 10 decimal 38 minus 6 decimal 14. The first thing you should do, like adding with decimals, is you should line this up vertically and make sure your decimals are right over top of each other. 10 decimal 38 minus 6 decimal 14. Excellent. My decimals are right over top of each other, so I know I'm going to do this correctly. 8 minus 4 is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. Drop my decimal down. 0 minus 6 I cannot do, so I'm going to borrow. 10 minus 6 is 4. And that's it. There's my answer. Excellent. Let's do another example together. 4 decimal 09 minus 1 decimal 36. Alright, I'm going to start by writing it vertically. And I'm going to make sure to line up my decimals. Excellent. Now I'm ready to go. 9 minus 6 is 3. 0 minus 3, I can't do that. I can't have 0 cookies and give 3 away, so I have to borrow. Now I have 10 minus 3 is 7. Bring my decimal down. 3 minus 1 is 2. And there's my answer. Excellent. Let's try a little bit of a tougher question now. 6 decimal 34 minus 4 decimal 9. I'm going to line them up vertically. And I'm going to make sure to line up my decimals. Alright. Uh-oh, I'm missing something. This number has 2 place values after the decimal, tenths and hundredths. And my bottom number just has tenths. So thinking about equivalent decimals, what could I put here so that my bottom number also has tenths and hundredths, just like the top number? I could put a 0. Excellent. Now I can subtract. 4 minus 0 is 4. 3 minus 9 I cannot do. I'm going to borrow from the 6. That becomes a 5. Now I have 13 minus 9 is 4. Drop my decimal down. 5 minus 4 is 1. And there's my answer. Excellent. All right. Let's do one more example that'll be maybe a little bit tougher. Here we go. Let's try this one. 16 decimal 2 minus 1 decimal 347. I'm going to write it vertically. Minus 1 decimal 347. Wah, wah. Oh, what did I do? I did not line up my decimals. Uh-oh, I better rewrite this with my decimals lined up. 1 decimal 347. That's better. Always line up your decimals, boys and girls. Cats and dogs. Ladies and germs. Just joking. Alright. The number on the bottom, you'll see, has 3 place values after the decimal. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths. The top number just has tenths. So I have to think of an equivalent decimal so that the top number also has hundredths and thousandths. So what could I do? I could add 2 zeros here, and now they're equivalent. Now they both have 3 place values after the decimal. Awesome. Let's do some subtracting. 0 minus 7 is 7, right? I can have 0 cookies and give 7 away? No, I can't, so I have to borrow. Well, I can't borrow from the other 0, so I have to go to this neighbor and borrow. And he gives up 1, and this becomes a 10. And now I can borrow from this neighbor. That becomes a 9, and this becomes a 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 4 is 5. 1 minus 3 I can't do, so I'm going to borrow. That becomes a 5. Now I have 11 minus 3, which is 8. Drop my decimal down. 5 minus 1 is 4. And 1 minus nothing there is 1. And that's my answer. Excellent. So that's subtracting decimals. Remember to line up your decimals and write your question vertically, and you'll be good to go. Have fun, and oh Canada, great place to live.